Shalom and welcome back to the Biblical Hebrew Challenge. This is the Biblical Hebrew Beginner's Vocabulary List number 7 out of 30. Now these are all of the Biblical Hebrew words that I had to memorize when I studied with the Israel Institute of Biblical Studies. When I did level A of Biblical Hebrew, I had 30 lessons and 15 words to memorize for each lesson. It means that I had to memorize a total of 450 words in Biblical Hebrew. It sounds overwhelming, but it's not impossible, and I am living proof of it. So, whether you are a student studying with the Israel Institute of Biblical Studies and you are looking for these vocabulary lists that you need to prepare for each lesson, or if you are just someone who loves Biblical Hebrew and is looking to learn Biblical Hebrew, then I really hope that these videos are of great help to you. If you enjoy these videos, then subscribe to my channel, give this video a like, and leave me a comment in the comment section. Let me know if these videos are helpful to you. Okay, so let's get started with this vocabulary list today. And we are going to start with a group of nouns. And the first noun for today is behema. Try to repeat after me. Behema. Behema. Behema means beast, animal, or cattle, or livestock. Well, I also did, in lesson number 5, I shared a word that is the word for animal in Biblical Hebrew. If you watched that video, vocabulary list number 5, do you remember what is the Hebrew word for animal or for living thing? Perhaps you remember this slide. The word that is for animal or living thing in Biblical Hebrew is chaya. Chaya. Chaya, meaning animal or living thing. And perhaps if you watched that video, you remember that I made the difference between chaya and haya, which are two very, very different words. But in any case, we are going to stick with chaya today because it's very similar to behema. So I really wanted to put these two words together on the screen for you today. Chaya, which means animal or living thing, and behema, which means beast, animal, or cattle. So you see, we have two words that are very similar. Chaya, try to repeat after me. Chaya, and behema. Say it after me. Behema. These two words are used in different texts in the Bible. For example, if we go to Genesis 1:28, here we have the word chaya being used. And this is the passage where God blesses man and says, "Be fruitful and multiply and fill the earth." And right at the end of this verse, we have "Uvechol chaya haromeset al haaretz." Chaya, living thing. Uvechol chaya haromeset al haaretz, over every living thing that moves on the earth. So here we have the word chaya. But if we go to Genesis chapter 2 verse 20, then we see the word behema being used. So the man gave names to all the livestock. Vayikra ha'adam shemot lechol ha'behema. Here we have our word, behema. Once again, Vayikra ha'adam shemot lechol ha'behema. Behema. And this word, behema, is translated as livestock in this case. So you saw the word chaya and the word behema. Behema means beast, animal, cattle, or livestock. And the next time you see cattle or livestock, try to remember. Now, what's that called in Hebrew? It's called behema. Behema. Very good. Now we move on to our next noun. And our next noun is very beautiful. Laila. Say it again. Laila. Laila means night. I love this word. Perhaps because my middle name is Lila. And when I lived in Israel, quite a few people called me Laila instead of Lila. They pronounced my name Laila. Laila. Night. Laila is such a beautiful word, and it means night. So next time you go outside at night and you gaze at the starry sky, try to think, what a beautiful night. And think in Hebrew, what a beautiful Laila. Laila. So what is the word in Hebrew for night? It is Laila. Laila. Night. The next noun for today is migdal. Migdal. Say it again. Migdal. Migdal means tower. Migdal. Proverbs 18 verse 10 is a very, very beautiful Bible passage. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. The righteous man runs into it and is safe. I'm sure you are familiar with this passage. Migdal Oz Shem Adonai. Bo yarutz tzadik venizgav. Here we have our word, Migdal, tower. Migdal Oz, strong tower. Migdal Oz Shem Adonai. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. Now you learned how to say this in Hebrew. Migdal Oz Shem Adonai. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. Let's say that once again together. Migdal Oz Shem Adonai. The name of the Lord is a strong tower. So once again, what is the word for tower in Hebrew? It is Migdal. Migdal. Tower. Our next noun is malach. Malach. Say it again. Malach. Malach means messenger or angel. Malach. Malach. Psalm 34 verse 7 or verse 8 in Hebrew is another beautiful Bible text. The angel of the Lord encamps around those who fear him and delivers them. Chone malach Adonai saviv, lireav vayechaltzem. Here we have our word, malach. And malach Adonai is the angel of the Lord. Malach Adonai, the angel of the Lord. So how do you say angel in biblical Hebrew? You say malach. Malach. Very good. The next word is mamlacha. Mamlacha. Say it again. Mamlacha. Mamlacha means kingdom. Mamlacha. So, what is the word in Hebrew for kingdom? It is mamlacha. Mamlacha. Kingdom. The next word is much easier to pronounce. Kedem. Say it again. Kedem. Kedem means front, east, or ancient times. Kedem. Once again. Kedem. And one more noun. Rosh. Rosh. Say it one more time. Rosh. Rosh means head. Rosh. Perhaps you remember Genesis 3:15, where God says, I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and her offspring. He shall bruise your head, and you shall bruise his heel. And over here, we have, he shall bruise your head. Hu yeshufcha rosh. Hu yeshufcha rosh. Rosh. Rosh means head. Hu yeshufcha rosh. He shall bruise your head. So once again, what is the Hebrew word for head? It is Rosh. Rosh. Very good. Oh, one more noun for today. Safa. Safa. Say it again. Safa. Safa means lip, language, or edge. Safa. What is your favorite Safa? What is your favorite language? Will you write that in the comment section for me? I can tell you what is my favorite language. My favorite Safa is Hebrew, of course. So, my favorite Safa is Hebrew. What is your favorite Safa? Write that for me in the comments. One more time. What is the Hebrew word for language, lip, or edge? Safa. Very good. Now we will move on to a proper noun, and this is the easiest Hebrew word, I guarantee it. Because this proper noun is Israel. Israel. Now you know how to say Israel in Hebrew. Well, it's so similar to the way you pronounce it in English. In English you say Israel. In Hebrew you say Israel. Israel is the land of my heart. Israel. Israel. Independent pronoun. Haim. Hema. Say it again. Haim. Hema. Haim, Hema means they, those. Haim, Hema. They, those. Now let's move on to a preposition. Betoch. Betoch. Say it one more time. Betoch. Betoch means in the middle of, or among, or in the midst. Betoch. Betoch Hagan. In the middle of the garden. Betoch Hagan. In the middle of the garden, or in the midst of the garden. Betoch Hagan. So, how do you say in the middle of, or in the midst of, or among in Hebrew? Betoch. batoch, in the middle of, or among, or in the midst of. Conjunction, and this one is very important. Va. Va. Va means and you will see this a lot, really a lot, in the narrative text. Va. And. Adverb. Meod. Meod. Say it again. Meod. Meod means very. Now let me show you a few Bible verses where this adverb is being used. Genesis chapter 1 verse 31. Vayar Elohim et kol asher asa, vehine tov meod. Here is our word, tov meod. And God saw everything that he had made, and behold, it was very good. Tov meod means very good. Tov meod, very good. Tov meod, very good. But if we go to Deuteronomy chapter 6 verse 5, which is a very famous passage, is the Shema, I think this is so very interesting because we are taught that we have to love the Lord with all of our meod. Let me show you. ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך, ובכל נפשך, ובכל מאודיך. You shall love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul and with all your might. So, meod is translated here as your might. Meodecha, your might. So we have to love the Lord with all of our meod, with our very, with our might. This is very, very interesting. So meod can also be translated as might or strength. Once again, ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודיך. מאודיך, your might. מאודיך, your might. So what is the Hebrew word for very? It is meod. Meod. Very. Verbs. We have two verbs for today. The first one is bana. Bana. Say it one more time. Bana. Bana means he built. Bana. Oftentimes we see construction workers. Next time you see someone building something, building a house or something that they are building, try to think, what is he doing? Bana. Think in Hebrew. Bana. He built. Bana. He built. And our last word for today, matzah. Matzah. Try to say it again. Matzah. Matzah means he found. This word might be a little bit more difficult for you to pronounce because in English you don't really have any letter for this ts sound, but try to think of pizza or cats. So you see, also in English you can find this sound, ts, as in pizza or cats. Now try to say one more time this word he found in Hebrew. Matzah. Matzah. Very good. Well, great job for today. I am very, very glad that you have stayed with me to review all of these words in Hebrew, and let me know in the comment section if you found this video helpful. Don't forget to give it a like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Thank you very much. Shalom!